so Mamemfa been from now Nipa now said you are raising issues, playing prudent and patriotic oversight, you know. Mean divert your attention. No, so continuously or pick up Munkrofa. Your focus will go there. Bring another me. Your focus will go there. No, so your friends and freedom. No, so when I don't know more. But it's young Kuziaga and could be baby a while bread. So there are issues I see raised and we'll continue to raise it.
Right. My memory people Mokakra. Sounds to me who say ABC because you will be a wordy politics a che eba MPP more make us what pay would use. The nipa beye why you gusua oh ya who me ye side defeat we who say eba na.
No customs there be. Who say you're running internal surveys. A number of internal surveys, national security year be at a point in time, you know. The last survey year, you say presidential was head to head.
Okay.
Was head to head. Nana parliamentary they were leading. Parliamentary seats were leading. NDC for Nankasa they told us. So okay, well, so parliamentary no muntiminya they should focus on John Mahama because I want to head to head no one so that they can at least get the presidency. This was shocking. Yet nay nim say yam crofo buafu kakra before ho. But yam hwe ni mu say ha say baby this is something Regina pay 2 million say nkoto aba. It has never happened. Inti yam hwe say besisa. Obie nu obeka say ohun say bibi sa besi. Yes, because me hu ye party na me boa. Even my own consistency. Edu baby am so ke MPD dey jama presidency na dey kwakope. Na fe to abawia me na me struggle. Was struggling to win my seat. Before I say oh nipa be 500 100 pen out to about me say hey aboba 4. Makoja Chrome is nipa 100 pen out to about out of a registered voters of 700. Me Fred Amai almost oh nipa 300 now to out of about 1,000. And we said no, we have a problem.
Leader, MPP for be kase yema Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia Zaimra na umelidi MPP to 2028 elections. What do we are doing? Or your personal opinion on Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia?
You know, I'm like his boy. If it's not broken, you don't fix it. If the thing is not broken, we don't fix it. And your party must say what tradition be. It's first time is difficult, you know. Oh, no more my banging I papa kufado, papa kufo. Obi no we need first time that. And especially this time, they're very difficult because we're seeking to go beyond 8. It is sana me de huno. And they say in fact, the previous one, you know, there should be a diplomatic way, especially I'm a leader. You are expected to whip members. It is a member Gina Simpies to Franca. I can't say they may be obi edge. I mean,
of course.
As some Michelle Court Kakra for the sake of the unity of our party and also for us to heal wounds and move ahead.
Right. When I'm saying MPP believe you, our normal means reflect, rebuild, recapture. Kwame na party ni first reflecting. Though say yati committee say omunye nhwemudi ntia MPP lose ye. Kwame na party ni first rebuild na kwame na party ni first recapture 2028.
So far the process is ongoing. Na in times past na ye di yankomo wa bonten. Yankomo ni bebrehwe na da bonten. Tise na nze koye retreat. Obi anti say I'm babedwam.
Yamoko champon
details number bonten. We young for media and call ye no strategic. It's part of the rebuilding. And committee or mate general secretary so by Bishia MPs. So there's a lot of discussion going on, especially they say existing structure. No, yeah, if say the work can send ye and can send ye, you know, flag bearer. I say in terms and no money now. There's a lot of discussion. Koso. And now, sir, you see, every democracy is regulated. If the Westminster system and the American system are and yet the BNS or Twaba. Some of the places we can regulate it. me democratic. I'm just say to but you see a baby engineer say you MPs 88. So you manage primaries ni you move chebim. And know that you take leadership is part of the rebuilding. So we must get SC national chairman or Tisadi and say SC general secretary obiti in say si wo. Hwe maybe I'm a can't book some uncle frontier. Once upon a time, me have a young man in this party. Let me see crossfire.
Yeah. Now
one of our lead voice, Kakra Samoa back crossfire. No argument for the new patriotic party. Solid. Ye Atamels as a candidate. Then Kakra Samoa declared for Atamels. Or say recruit me. When Fee Studio Hawk and a Dambuche, and we in the Fee Party. Sir, discipline in our party. To watch a Juma or party. That's our time. No, yeah, was I mean my police station, a Juma, my Tescom, my regional youth organizer. Number ye dam constitute, be a Juma dam constitute. Sa time no be a mouska. A year would dam post a dambucha sufra why small sakoha, koye Juma hanamo. Sa a mufamano, see team for the babim. Say bet me about bimoa. Nyame ye adom no bie puma kwan mu na ye babie mu a yen kaya mo a mosom party e wo no kware mu hwe se nipa bebro party mu sa ye ba ba mu a obi wo hu ni mpoda adwuma ye wo hu no se ye da parliament because who pia ye ba attack on tiase into party for ban in China he can't appreciate the problems. Nina, you see, a chain of issues. Who be as a minister for youth employment and as a minister poor. You need a party to constitute government.
Of course.
Party ni wa buying you ho. Inti ubeya buying now because of fee then it becomes there's a gap between government. That's where the problem starts. That's where the problem starts. And a lot of it is appointment. A lot of it is appointment. I know to what intent and purposes, and this form that said you can never. Me twitches I deal with some time back. Meaning ya punim pubi. Also no Parliamentary Service Board. Intinia call NCSL or US. Meaning it's not play move over 10 hours and we spoke. I want him say the man who ran. Now it's becoming clear. And when Timino, Julius Debra and Timmy, I said, the only advice I'm doing my party for Lucas, I said, never no BS. Let me see, Debbie. In a war, no, you don't underrate your enemy. 107.3. Don't forget this man, why a MP da? Why a general secretary da? Why a chairman of a party? Let's give him some credit. Now let's prepare to banter him. Let's get our tactics right. Get our candidates right and we'll defeat them. But so bad was said doing Ketiana Banti, we are you'll be laughing at the wrong side of your mouth.
ABC delegate system, no, yes, Pande, ABC Yama all card bearing members of the party and Tuaba, Wakabat also, and your first time Zua, year 2 Swabano, no,
expansion, yes. But you see, expansion to what extent?
Okay.
That's the question. That is a critical question. Expansion will be agitum say monetization. That says this food car, the packet to be nekwako jiska no mama kanebu fu shewa baba yomu. But Uber expand the akwako si saying. That's a problem. And as a bisu make argument said we should get a research team to do a candidate search. In the UK, you know the primaries. Almost to be a candidate, you know, as a candidate when a bit me winning seat in a mind. There's no need for us to go run the primaries. Yes. National Council of our party can decide based on research. But once there is empirical evidence, there are some constituencies be on Abia, baby to say a contombra. Accountable, there are a number of settlers there. Kusas is for Hobibre. Because it's an Akan region and constituency, you'll be tempted to think, say, I said, you can't. But so way numbers now, you look at the data. Now, Shana say, Kusasi ni, they are in the majority. I know a bit maybe we need to then we have to go for that person. For all you know, it's almost subjected to, in a strict sense, yeah, co primaries. Bia, nipa no wo sika bibi won and say obet me win primaries. You don't know obet me win election am I.
Okay.
So these are the pros and cons. Back to your question, say, yeah, expanding now. We have to decide. They're expanding to what extent. Me the sika tua ne de e ade a esi ejai. Emwan wo kwan bia so. But a kwan ben so ne be fa. Because first and more rainfee. Na the number was limited. And the increase equal 555 no.
Yeah.
They say bidimu sign can say 15. 15 if you multiply by the number, be average. Maybe we say number polling station for over 1,000. Into be some increase ya 15 na ko do be say be 3,000. There are people who can still pay their way through the 3,000.
To them say be no kram fa so be amaso because say when perform bet me atwa say scan.
Enti so wo bie mu a na wadwene hu ye say wo bie mu a you'll be able to stop that monetization no. Because wo bie mu wie na they are 2,000. Then you pay trace car. Oba delegate kukum no de mamo. Now so the money per 3,000. Now we registered voters of 100,000. This 3,000 cannot represent 100,000. So a very dicey.
Issue of ye biem and I am a issue of ye biema kosi saying.
Ye biema kosi saying. And elections, no, yes, control elections, no. I mean, Nima didn't leadership in parliament, critical people in parliament, they be ranking members of Muye Juma or parliament to be one as the face of the party. Be a Nippon or Buffalo. Maybe Fantu maybe as a Fuji, Samir Wuku, Kabiru, when a mama Buffalo, you know, more yard, they say, we say young Coco Tuamo. Parliament, the experience that they build the parliamentarians. International, as a party, no, in its wisdom and national council, as some dominance.
No more stampy authority.
No more stampy authority. Omokoye research don't say say Samia Wuku anasa asafuji so nye bibi boni e be ma lose seat ni dia. And ye maintain no.
On corner post.
Hwe ato force. Ade ba ko a asedu nketia ya ade ho pa. Okasa wie. Ebi be ka say bia onye democratic. Ato force na ko obi o ko platforms akọ challenge no. Of Fred Catches on no leader in parliament, or leading the minority who challenge this day. And no need to mean your party.
And ya catch someone in the dorsal. A
leadership, and ya catch some. So catch the Obia party be our catch. But the leader should have the boss. So wait,
party leadership.
Yes, engineer pet, I say to Abanima, very good people who understand these things. Obi o catch on tiase obi say to no so ban say 2 MP bia so ban.
And a crop of leaders also see ya no mun prudent enough na.
Because someone ye bi. We have to look at them again. Ebi wo mu a say ebeti mo mo say ababiem. Baby wo also say dani mu kakra. Ebi wo say dani mu kakra.
Leader na so bi afọ ne pa minim say sa concerns we nyina which we rezi mo no mba jojo to make sure say sa decision partner take amana boa party no money o muntem te say
Nigeria seta me wa ban mu antimi enwie paye to say the yes to say the ya no sa say baby a woti etro waka sa opieto ne awura yi so unka humbum de ne se na wa wasamwa first no de na enye kra na enhye da nye sa but say no de me hu se bank kanka the unity ba reforms yomu ne discuss yomu busa ye input ye call workshop yomu ba general secretary general na so almost 3 hours between questions or chechirem yenye ne say the kakranka na wo na party mpanifo bi say right down bo twere mu na wo hobby ye wura I think JB omu nyina betra hobby zonga krakra no wo bank krakra say hwemukina let me we pay
right menas mami atwete lines ne say ya bia no bi obi bia o peso bisa o on 057-777-1073. About your Honorable Frank Annon don't pray that one, so I'm to Jim Rashid no minority chief whip. But the final question I mean activity lines, from majority chief whip to minority chief whip. Who is a DBA flu one?
Okay, so sometimes I don't be ready for kakra.
So now you drink so you.
Into that bench, so me and say number. My guys are now grow up, but minority. You won't know which is the But it's okay.
Na bebe address for receive concern be meaning so open say comment here.
First of all, serial callers, Papa Akofra, serial callers now. Moments you be through the party leadership, you be here the BTB. Said you know, party in a opposition, members of parliament in your group. Puno in Ablekumanov, ye 2-1 more bebre, a dube beer, as a IGP, ma security. Only no phone, and an old IGP or Koi, era Dampare, a new IGP. I say Babishiano, and you may name me Babishiano. Now, because he's in a former release, some of the more you may 7.3. I also would declare the police protection on Mope. Na anti-sanity. I just of was some maybe GD say, men person may comment you on baby a party ne Ejinano Etro. Main person meaning a banta. We won't check him be brave or but a moon here. When he said, ye here, and say, I had your fata. And ya dear, my person may be brave. All the wakana small on canon code. Ye hear me true to say. And Kabuma Beba party ni mu. Na ahmodin fufura betimi take this government on. Said the be ya said you ya ban be by no one dey here. Me be church zanse mwen from fasobia emba. Nti e ho de be so ha.
Right, and obi so raise concern kakra say what presidential ambition be na.
Bono hine. Me di onyankopon hata so e be paucho. So the main demon queen kakra onyame si hene wanhwe ya min fi akrandu fie na ye de kontimba bia bomitiri mo pan so the main demon MP so onyame ne mre ene mre pa so no aka so don praise o the MP up a cha inti kopa bi fufura mintimi nya me ho praise mintimi nya me ho vice president onyankopon ne beye inti mesro
but say na ye candidate bi no afa say running mate obesum.
Well, ayosum na no emre ne nda onyankopon na bekyere onyame na bekyere bi de menimu an se sisi ade ehia me ne se will constitute the majority in parliament,
okay,
and then will form the next government,
okay.
Na a Herculean task,
okay,
because nipa na ye ne omu sia kan no sabrio omuni ye ni no omu ye o hwa bato e course na ehu se omukuta adwen foforo bi, but bibie ni wiase a se wodi wadwen siso na wo wadwen koso na wo bo nyankopon pae na wo ye adwumaden a entimi mam ebebem
right
kwan mo fa so amunya 187 no ye be so be fasa kwan na so in any way possible to increase our numbers. Papa ba ko to conclude no ka se oni me nya adwen se me ento aba enye sana me kan but no is o tie me me kan se where there is a data and a research say particular candidate be no betimi wi at the end of the day say seat in a person,
of course
we say majority seat. It is a bibia say way the betimi a party to me decide say okay ma we nko me nkase party in trance no mu impose candidate yes na me party
because so mu nye survey no mu
hu say
sa ni panama for pen nko ade there's no for
the contest, but you see contest here you kwai at the end of the day you be twetwa ye hu se kan sa say sika ni nyina we hu afa ko the main election akade e dey say the kokuntokwa ni edibi intenu na say hwe ni ye me ma adwen kakra wo me kire ni e bia na one me nya adwene se dodo na adwen se sei ni enkoye na why not
only address for personal beef bia na
oh them personal beef meaning ni buno he be ba bebre ni me ye o me ye obi a they are very strict. Zimi ye tisi me wo baras papa me leave for the police. Yes, I didn't kuntuma etuntum. E fita. Meaning ni personal e bi am betimi afre no. Say me no personal problem. Meaning ni personal problem. But you see me a disciplinarian. Me papa o sheda training me pa de tuntuma ka say tuntum e fita so no ka say fita. Meaning ni personal issue bia no meaning ni issue bia and a medical cancer and we asma betina radio so na party se mo ba be chrono pa efi se na be chrono radio so en fa so bia ni so me de omo kan bia so blame bia mo de ma bia ma jiatu
okay yes sorry Ghana 40 MPP 40
me mo ma me fa sabi ye to na mo bebre na no aba ye koto ye niema kohwegu ye na nyi se na nyina ye peno na abrabo no tore biasa na tie kukuru wi ase kodanda amane bebre ni nipa famu nanso so no we nye ade a akoko beka se ade akoko hu dani awumewuo. Once upon a time your party it's now opposition for 30 years. This is a tradition. Yamfa tu amfa jan ye kan ya asam nkakranka ka say ye wura je ekufo ebe breaki jinx na eba aba mu mumma ye ndodo ye hu se ade ehia titiru enye koka we aba radio so we say sa asem bi wo hwa men ka na fisem se me na maye boni bi a ka che nipa no e wo fie embetran radio so mumma ye nhoro ye ntade ye fin e wo radio so emfa nsunsun so papa bia emreye na yenya gidie wo ye mu bro he so wo ye bibina gidie ni mu a ontime mum yenya gidie se David ejina Goliath enim ka chene se me hu so de etuo ni sekan na eba me so na me de osafo ewurade tumi na me de ba so e bia na odipa na woni omokono mo doso omakodie no sususu akese in the same contest NDC for 187 na no omo so de gina ho bebre kwa omo doso de omakodie doso omo wa aban to me tamochi executive power tamochi sikania hoode tamochi ba ye de nukradie ene pepere ye ene adwumaden ebedi nkunim e de ama party de ama Ghana na ye mrantie e di party de nim sese wo Parliament. Myself, Miankasa Yabano Daniel Rafanyo Marking. Yenu Penny Patricia PJ, Miankasa Nodon Pre, Habibi Drisu, Jerry Ahmed. Ya soy ye fruso, and then by extension